I consider myself an individual survivor, and I like to educate the youth on how to make their tomorrows better by making them aware of today. And a lot of them don't know how important it is to make the right decisions at critical moments instead of making desperate decisions that penalize their life for the rest of their life. I was once one of those youth that believed in the hype that African American males had to, deal with. And I was trying to basically live life as full as I could before I reached 24, because I didn't see anything for myself other than that. I didn't have successful people in my family. There wasn't too many men in my family who had careers. They had jobs. Graduating high school was big, but we didn't get pushed to go to college. So once we graduated high school and got a job, we was just as valuable as that job stayed afloat. And at that point, without the skills to move into another job, if you didn't find a job that was able to sustain you financially or have you comfortable doing what you were doing at the old job, you kind of were lost. Which made me understand the importance of a college degree, extending my education. And it's one of the reasons why I fight hard to get young people to understand that, school doesn't stop at the 12th grade. It continues on and on. It can continue on for the rest of your life until you become a master, a doctorate, or whatever. And that's just one goal that I have. Basically, I like to show young people that I'm a survivor by walking the talk, living the life that I survived. I was able to open up a small business to help employ youth and as well as men that needed to make a couple dollars to take care of their families, just because I realized how important income was, due to the fact of a lot of people made, negative or illegal decisions just trying to make a living. And if I can help with changing that, that was one thing that I wanted to do. But I also was a person that people counted on to be locked up or dead, honestly. And that was because when I was young, I was really living an active life as a person who didn't see tomorrow and only cared about today. And so to still be here today, accomplishing the accomplishments that I accomplished, and to share my story with people is kind of powerful and impactful, and it helped change lives because I showed that it was okay to care. I showed that things do matter. I come from a concept where it don't matter, I don't care. It always matters, and you should always care, because one day you'll have to deal with it. And if you're not prepared to deal with it, then, there's no telling what you'll encounter. So what I do is I try to feed young people early to not fall into the stereotypes of media, trends, hypes, because it doesn't last forever. And eventually you become a full-grown adult if you survive and make it through the process of being a kid to a teenager to a young adult. And a lot of us in that culture and in the lifestyle of urban living don't really be prepared for when we make it to be a full-grown adult. And a lot of us end up, kind of backsliding because we didn't take the time when we were young enough to get the college degrees, to get into the places that will sustain us and take care of our families. And it creates a cycle to where the parent of a child will have to go out and work more than nurture their kid, which leave the kid to nurture theirself and fight off bullies and fend whatever they got to deal with without their parent even having a clue that their kid is going through that because their parent is trying to survive. So I feel like if I could just empower young people while they got the energy and know everything, because we all know young people know everything, while they young and know everything, I try to get them to understand that this is the time to, take control of your life. Think about what you want to be and put yourself in a place to get you there, envision yourself 5 to 10 years from now with what you're doing. And if what you're doing right now isn't lined up with where you see yourself 5 from 10 years from now, then it's time to start doing some deep down self-evaluation and adjustments. And a lot of the youth don't really see their self 5 years out from now. They don't even see their self next month. They just think about right now. You know, I call it a microwave society. Instant. You know, everything has to be right now, or they don't want to put the effort into it because it's too hard work. I teach them, put the effort into it, do the hard work so you can feel good about the reward.